Hey everybody, it's your old pal Kai here, and today we're going deep. We're talking about ancient Chinese philosophers. I know, it might sound dry, but trust me on this. These guys were wrestling with some seriously big questions, like, what does it mean to live a good life? And you know what? They came up with some pretty insightful answers. Answers that, frankly, a lot of us could use a little earlier in life. So, buckle up, grab your thinking caps, because we're about to uncover 8 deep life lessons that men often learn too late, courtesy of some seriously wise Chinese philosophers. So, we're starting strong with Confucius. You know him, right? The OG of Chinese philosophy? Confucius was all about self-discipline, like seriously obsessed. He believed that self-control, restraint, all that jazz, it wasn't about being boring or restrictive, it was the key to unlocking your best self. Think about it, ever binge watch a show when you had stuff to do? Or maybe scroll social media when you should be working on that big project? Yeah, we've all been there. Confucius would argue that those little moments of giving in, they add up. They chip away at our goals, our aspirations, even our character. But here's the good news. Self-discipline, it's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And the stronger it gets, the more you can achieve. So next time you're tempted to hit that snooze button, channel your inner Confucius. Get up, get going, and become the master of your own destiny. Next up, we've got Laozi, the founder of Taoism, and this guy was all about simplicity. He believed that the secret to a happy and fulfilling life wasn't about chasing after more stuff, more money, more power. It was about stripping away the unnecessary and finding contentment in the present moment. Imagine for a second living in a world where you weren't constantly bombarded with ads telling you to buy things you don't need, to be someone you're not. Laozi would argue that true happiness comes from within, from appreciating the simple things in life. A good cup of coffee, a walk in nature, a meaningful conversation with a friend. It's about finding beauty in the ordinary and letting go of the need to control everything. So take a deep breath, put down your phone, and just be present in this moment. You might be surprised at how freeing it feels. Now let's talk about Zhuangzi, a bit of a philosophical rebel, known for his thought experiments and playful skepticism. Zhuangzi challenged the very idea of absolute truth, even when it came to something as personal as happiness. He believed that happiness was relative, subjective, constantly changing. What makes one person happy might make another miserable. And what makes you happy today might not tomorrow, and that's okay. Zhuangzi encourages us to embrace this fluidity, to let go of the need to define happiness in any fixed way. Instead, he suggests we approach life with a sense of curiosity and wonder, open to experiencing the full spectrum of human emotions. Because after all, sadness, joy, anger, they're all part of what makes us human. So, the next time you're feeling down, remember Zhuangzi's wisdom. This too shall pass. All right, let's talk about Mencius, a Confucian scholar who had a pretty optimistic view of human nature. Mencius believed that people are inherently good, that we're all born with a sense of compassion, righteousness, and wisdom. Now I know what you're thinking. Have you met people? But hear me out. Mencius argued that it's our environment, our experiences that can sometimes cloud this innate goodness. But deep down, that spark of goodness, it never really goes away. Think about it. When you see someone struggling, don't you feel a natural instinct to help? That's Mencius's point. So the next time you're feeling cynical about humanity, remember Mencius's words. Choose to see the good in others, and you might be surprised at how much goodness you find. Now let's switch gears a bit and talk about Zhuangzi. Unlike Mencius, Zhuangzi believed that human nature is inherently selfish and that education, my friends, is the key to a harmonious society. He wasn't just talking about, going to school and getting good grades. He believed in lifelong learning, constantly seeking knowledge, refining your character, becoming the best version of yourself. And Zhuangzi would argue that this pursuit of self-improvement, it's not just about you, it's about making the world a better place. Because the more knowledgeable and virtuous we become as individuals, the more just and compassionate our society becomes as a whole. So Never stop learning, never stop growing, and never underestimate the power of education to transform both yourself and the world around you. Chapter 6. Sun Tzu, Master Strategist. Okay, time to get strategic with Sun Tzu, the brilliant military strategist behind the art of war. Now, before you think, wait, I'm not planning any battles, hear me out. Sun Tzu's teachings are surprisingly relevant to everyday life. He believed that strategy wasn't just about winning wars, it was about making smart decisions, achieving your goals, and navigating the complexities of human interaction. Sun Tzu teaches us the importance of planning, of understanding your strengths and weaknesses, and of anticipating your opponent's moves. And these principles, they can be applied to everything from negotiating a raise to resolving a conflict with a friend. So the next time you're facing a challenge, channel your inner Sun Tzu. Think strategically, plan your moves, and you might be surprised at how much more effectively you can navigate the battlefield of life. Chapter 7, Mozi, Love Without Borders. Let's talk about Mozi, a philosopher who advocated for universal love. And I'm not talking about romantic love here, I'm talking about a deep, all-encompassing love for all of humanity. Mozi believed that the root of many of society's problems, warfare, poverty, injustice, stemmed from a lack of empathy, from favoring our own group over others. He argued that we should extend our love and compassion not just to our family and friends, but to strangers, to people from different cultures, to everyone. Now I know that's a tall order, but Mozi believed that this radical love, this willingness to see ourselves in others, was the key to creating a more just and peaceful world. So, the next time you encounter someone different from you, remember Mozi's message. Choose empathy, choose understanding, choose love. Chapter 8. Han Feizi, Law and Order. Last but not least, we have Han Feizi, a proponent of legalism, which emphasized the importance of law and order in maintaining a stable society. And look, I get it. Law and order might not sound like the most exciting topic, but Han Feizi argued that a well-ordered society, one with clear laws and a system of rewards and punishments, was essential for creating a just and prosperous world. Think about it. Without laws, without consequences for wrongdoing, chaos reigns. Han Feizi believed that a strong and impartial legal system, while maybe not always perfect, was crucial for protecting the rights of all citizens and preventing tyranny. So the next time you're tempted to bend the rules, remember Han Feizi's wisdom. A just society requires a commitment to law and order from all its members. Outro: Ancient Wisdom for Modern Times. So there you have it. 8 deep life lessons from ancient Chinese philosophers. These guys may have lived centuries ago, but their wisdom is timeless, offering insights into self-discipline, simplicity, happiness, and the human condition. Thanks for watching. If you found these lessons valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And remember, just like Confucius said, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So take that first step towards living a more meaningful life. See you next time.